So my name is Rosin Bradford, as always. I'm excited to be doing these calls with you every week. For the past, couple of weeks, I'm very happy to give you this consistency and this training. So this training is going to be actually shorter than what we normally do. There's not as many announcements. There's not as much going on as far as the company. I wanted to mostly do attraction marketing, different kind of marketing and tools that you can use to actually help your business grow. Because I did see a lot of you kind of just out there doing a thing and not getting as much results as you wanted, and I mostly wanted to focus on this training as just training more than so much as announcements and everything else. So without further ado, today is September 10th, 2017. You are with Team Headstrong, and as always with Team Headstrong, our mission is always building strong-minded individuals. Doesn't matter what race, sexual, creed, anything that you have going on, you are still a human being, and we'll treat it as such because that is exactly who you are. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys always know, no matter what is going on, we will always have your back, we will always be there and treat you as who you are, which is a human being, and help build your mind and create stronger-minded individuals. So some of the things that we're going to discuss is just a couple of, like a team announcement. It's not even a huge one. There's actually no company announcements that I've seen or heard from Joel yet. I know as far as a few things I'll go over that I have heard from him. We're going to definitely focus this whole thing on the team training and the mindset training, because that's really what I want to focus on, this being the second Sunday in September. You have September, October, November, December, and it's 2018. So if you don't have your mindset, by the time 2018 comes, you're going to be setting yourself up to be on a broken record. And you know, changing your habits and changing your mindset is one of the most important things to start making money. So team announcements, there's really none other than the people who qualified for the special qualifiers. You're going to get your digital flyers out this week. I already did like one or two of you, and I believe I have a few more. So anybody who's an Elite or Elite Plus will be getting your free digital flyers. And this will be going on as long as you're Elite or Elite Plus every single month. You'll get a new flyer that's nicely done, completely different from the last. You'll have different flyers, but if you want a different flyer, just let me know. So that's as far as the team announcement goes. Company announcements, there's not really none that I've heard of so far. I did ask Joel because I know that he has, and some of you have started getting money from people who are affiliates. That's still going on. That's never going away. However, what he's going to start doing is sending out the, I guess it's like an introductory pack, but he still hasn't quite got all the things that he wanted to do with it out yet. So it's not officially rolled out yet, but just keep looking for it. Those of you who are an affiliate, you will get your a letter that's nicely done from Joel. You'll get a copy of his book. And I'm not sure now, because he did say that it was just going to be a postcard, but I believe now he's going to give you 5 or 10 free postcards, and I think they're just the blank postcards without the addresses on them, and he's going to send those to you absolutely free with your $10 affiliate. I mean, that's a lot already for $10, because that book is amazing, the postcards are great, and there you go. Also, the affiliate people, I'm still waiting on these leads from this company. So that's why none of the affiliates and Elite Plus and the Elite members have not gotten any leads whatsoever. I have everything else, just waiting on these leads. I don't know what it is that's taking a while with this new company I tried, not the one that I sent you for the 10 free leads. And if you don't have that link, let me know. It's a completely different company I have never used, and I should have used before I, did these leads, but worst come to worst, don't worry, you will definitely get these leads way before the end of this week. So yeah, definitely everybody will be getting those leads. So what I wanted to go over before we continued everything else was also some team training, and I wanted to go over if you guys have any questions as far as anything goes before we continue on with the training, like anything with the company, anything with the actual, like, just everything. Anything that we've gone over, any questions that are just kind of burning, anything you want to add, you can unmute yourself and ask these questions. Otherwise, we're going to definitely go over this training, so I'm going to give a minute or two for some questions. Okay, so no questions. That's great. That means I'm doing pretty good if there's no questions. So the team training, we're going to be digging into that. That's going to be the majority of this call is team training, because I don't want to be the only one having results. I want my team to have results. If you guys aren't having results, you guys aren't making money, you guys aren't happy. My whole goal has always been to make sure people are in a position to win in anything that they do. And as you know by now, that my whole thing that I have with me is leaving people better than you found them. And that's why I do these calls. That's why I do this mindset training. That's why I do this training, because it's Sunday. I would love to be dealing with this wind, this weird wind that we have outside and just relaxing with my daughter. But I'm taking this time out to help you guys because I truly care about you and your success. So right now we're going to go over the attraction marketing. I don't know why this slide keeps coming up, but the what we're going to go over is attraction marketing, and that's something that a lot of people probably heard. Some of you probably know of it. Some of you don't, and that's fine. So attraction marketing is just that. You know, have you ever seen someone who like makes a post and they get like 1,000 quadrillion people who love that post, comment, always active on it, and then say, for example, you take that same post and you put it on your page and you get like maybe 1 like or no likes, and you're like, what's happening? Well, they're simply using attraction marketing, and it's probably one of the most effective and best ways to market outside of using Google, offline, and everything else. Attraction marketing is simply knowing your audience, because you have to know your audience. You have to know who you're marketing to, because this is your page. Like-minded individuals will be attracted to you because of who you are. You attract who you are. So if you're a business-minded person, guess what? You're going to have business-minded people. So I'm going to actually show you my Facebook page. This is my Facebook page. This is, you know, this is actually what I see every day. You know, and it's pretty self-explanatory. I have a little bit of everything. So I have like a guy, his name is Lloyd Dotson. He's in another company I'm in, and every post he makes is probably quality. I have a few other people who are on my page, and you know, I have a little bit of everything. Some groups that I'm in, a few things like that. So when you're doing attraction marketing, because I am pretty much a nerd, there's a nerd group that I joined, and I've been commenting and messaging, commenting and talking to people on there, and eventually I get friends from there. So boom, here's my nerd group. A lot of work from home groups as well. You can join up some groups that are work from home groups, talk with a few people, add them as a friend, and actually build a rapport with them. But attraction marketing is going after people who have like-minded ideas as you. So I have like a few, I'm a couponer. I like to coupon. So I have a lot of people who are on my team are actually couponers. I have a lot of people who are, you know, nerds like me, so they're on my team, and, you know, interactive and watching me. Like when I made that live video and I had all those, I'm still looking at so many views on this post. And I was trying to show you one post that someone made, and so hold on. So like, well, right now everybody's talking about the storm, but you have like people who are, you know, actively posting and getting a lot of hits and, you know, and stuff like that, because they're using attraction marketing. So they have people like, for example, this is one of my good friends, Andre, and he's posting like knowledge, he's posting business opportunities, he's posting like different things. You don't just like blast out your link and just hope people doesn't like that. So you more than likely won't get shown. But for example, Andre said, stop asking if you want to hang out and blow your money with, if I want to blow out, if I want to hang out and blow money with you, if you never want to hang out and make money with me. Different cloth. I mean, that's speaking knowledge, and it's very true, because I'm just like that. And because I'm just like that, he's my friend, and that attracts. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to hit the like button. So you have to make sure your page is a reflection of you and a reflection of your mind, and that's who you're adding. If you have people who are uploading like fight videos and all of this negative and nonsense, you don't want that in your life, and you're going on to new chapters. So you drop them, you get rid of them, and you replace them with 2 other people who have minds like you. For example, with Andre, I pretty much like almost everything he posts. Another one is Brandon Blackwell. He is another good friend of mine. I pretty much almost like everything he posts as well, and I'm excited to have these people in my circle because I know, for example, they're not going to be posting anything negative, anything hot mess. So like Ramon Wilson is actually a new friend, and I almost like almost everything he posts as well. I'm into cryptocurrency, and he's into cryptocurrency. And then I have some friends as well. So it's just one of those things where attraction marketing, like, again, is attracting people who are interested in you, your business, your lifestyle, anything that you have that they can relate to. So how do you get people, other than what I mentioned? You definitely want to join at least 5 to 10 groups a day, and they don't have to be work from home groups. They can be regular old run-of-the-mill groups. What is your hobby? What do you like to do? Say you like to play soccer, then look on Facebook for groups that are playing soccer. So you can do like playing soccer or whatever. You can find a group for that. I spelled soccer wrong. That's a shame. You can find a group for that and find out where your area is. Start going in there and start networking. You know, there's different groups for anything that you like to do. And when you're adding these groups and you're getting in there, you want to make sure that you're posting some kind of content. You're posting something that, you know, maybe somebody would like, and eventually you'll start getting added as friends. I can honestly say that I talk to, I want to say roughly 95%, other than some new people that I haven't talked to, about 95% of my Facebook friends, which I have 1,100 friends, I actually talk to. If I go through, I can see a message I sent, unless they randomly added me. So you definitely want to make sure that when you're doing attraction marketing that you're adding people. Before you add someone, look at their friends list, look at their timeline, see if they're sharing something. Like, for example, another friend of mine is Brenda Armstrong. She is amazing. I advise you to go and add her. She's freaking fantastic. She's only 20 years old with her son, and she's doing more than what a lot of people are doing who are like 32 years old and have no kids. So you want to add, you know, people who are going to add something to your life, and from there, they're going to be interested in you. So by that saying, you want to make sure that your Facebook profile is, you know, showing you, showing who you are and getting you out there, not your business, not some other kind of thing, because people join people. They don't join businesses. They don't join hot mess. They join who you are. And what's cool about this is that, say, for example, she had just put stay away from still people, still broke, still complaining, still hating, still nowhere. And say, for example, that was her last post she just posted, and she goes and she adds people, and people are going to see this and say, hey, you know what? That's funny. Wow, okay, I relate to that, or whatever, and they're going to want to see more from you. And if your page is full of negativity and it's full of hot mess, they're not going to want to go any further. But if you scroll down, like for her page, you'll see, because she has a group called Savvy Networker Marketing and all that, and she's talking about her success with her business. She's talking about her story with her son. She's sharing like different things and, you know, and stuff like that. So she's making herself relatable. She's not just, okay, here's my business, go ahead and join. No, this is who I am, and I have a business. And that's how you market. You don't just okay, here's my business. Unless it's like a work from home group or whatever, then you can kind of just, hey, here it is, gone about it. But with my digital flyers, I don't know if you guys actually seen my digital flyers. I think I put one on Facebook. I think some of you might have seen them, like for my digital flyers, because I have my marketing business. I know how to make sure to market to get the right response from people. I just kind of put this flyer up in this group, and this is probably one of the most hottest groups I've ever been in, Carol's Bitcoin. But for example, when I do my flyers, like the flyer, I don't know where it is, but yeah, so, and you can actually see on my flyer wherever it went that, you know, this is what this is, and oh, here it is, somebody commented on it. And you know, here's my link, because this is a work from home group. So as you can see, it's completely different. Who puts their phone number? Anyway, so you have, like, for example, make this per month, and then here's like the slideshow, and you know, I didn't put music and things, but you want to make sure that you're attracting people to your business, and you know, it's like, here it is, here's my company, go ahead and join. So you definitely, when you're doing attraction marketing, you can apply it to your you want to apply it to your Facebook, you want to apply it to your Instagram, you want to apply it to Snapchat, whatever, but you want to make sure you're setting yourself differently, because a lot of these people, they join companies and their sponsors leave them, or they're just like, okay, what's going on? That's why I have the group chat. That's why I have the website. That's why I spend these time doing these calls. And when I do that, I actually say, hey, look, I have these calls. You can get on and hear more about this, because you guys join me and whoever you join under because they're a person, and not because they're just, you know, okay, promoting the business and trying to get a quick buck, because that's not what it is in this industry. You don't want to just join and then, you know, here you go. So I have the flyers, I have everything up, and then when I start posting on my Facebook page, people who add me are like, hey, she has this, she got this going on, hey, what are you doing? And that's when you are going to start getting attraction, when your people are actually going to be hunting you down instead of versus the other way, because that is the end game. See, I can sit there and I can post a link in a group, like maybe every once in a while, and boom, you know, here you go. But if you're not, like, if you actually take a minute, whenever you get off this call, look at my Facebook page and see that I'm actually not really active on Facebook as I used to be, but I'm still getting people in my inbox asking me, what is this? I'm still getting leads like, what is this? What's going on? Because I actually make sure that when I post something, it's not only going to stay up there, it's going to have more people looking for it and looking at it than me actually having to post every single day. Now, again, work from home group, completely different, because that right there, of course, your Facebook page is tied into it, and people are going to look at it and see if they actually want to deal with you. But when you're in a work from home group, you want to make sure that your post is almost as big as possible. I believe I did training on this. So you want to make sure that you create some kind of value onto the business, and you want to make sure that you have your information right there, because that Facebook page group is going to be there unless the admin deletes it. That's the only way that anything's going to be different. So unless the admin actually deletes it, yeah, you're going to have people looking and wanting to know what's going on. So, you know, as you can see, I did a skate day with my daughter for Labor Day. We were hanging out, and, you know, and I posted it, and then, you know, stuff I uploaded to YouTube and things like that. So, you know, you want to make sure you're sharing content, you're sharing some kind of value. It does not have to be all the time, but just majority of the time. And if you see someone that's posting value and content and everything else, make sure you like it. Make sure you comment on it, because Facebook loves that. They're going to reward you with likes and comments and everything else. You want to make sure your Facebook page looks nice and clean. You have like all my 15 million schools that I went to, and my daughter and me and my parents is my cover photo, because they're the people who helped me get to where I am today. So you have all of this, and now when you're ready to go and market and you're going to go talk to people, the first thing they do, which they should be doing, is looking at your page. And if your page is just a bunch of fight videos and just no kind of value whatsoever, now I'm not saying you got to be a robot and post inspirational quotes every day. Please don't do that. Please don't just post inspirational quotes. actually post some kind of value, something you learn, something that you can actually put into, because you don't want to sit there and post these inspirational quotes and then have a fight video at the end, because that's not what you're about. So again, having the right mindset, anything that you learn here, it is, boom, you're ready to go. So having attraction marketing is one of the best things that you can do, again, because you're going to start having people looking. So you'll know your audience. When you post something, you don't have to worry, oh my gosh, I'm not going to get any likes, I'm not going to get any comments, I'm not going to get any engagement. No, because you know your audience. You built your own audience. You built one tailored to who you are. And I'm quite, you know, it's just pretty simple. Create your Facebook page based on who you are. Okay, that's step one. Your picture of you. I have my daughter up, but I'm still in it because that's my world. That's my baby. My parents are my cover photo. They can be any kind of cover photo as long as it's something geared towards you, not your business. Because in the end of the day, you are you. You're not a business. You're you. You're a person. There's millions of businesses out there. I am a business. I have my own business. My parents have their own business. But they are not their business. At the end of the day, that business can come and go, but there's only one you. That's it. So you market it as if it's only one you. That's it. You are a person. So you create your Facebook page as you, not as your business. And I'm probably one of the only uplines that will ever tell you that, because people will say, oh, yeah, just post who's looking to do this and da-da-da-da-da, and then just keep posting that over and over and over and over. And, like, that's going to hurt your Facebook engagement. You're not going to get very far. And you're trying to create residual income that's lasting for generations, not days. So you want to make sure that when you're posting content, it's based on you. I honestly cannot stress that enough. Motivational quotes and things, that's fantastic, but see, can't just keep doing that either. You want to make sure that you're posting maybe something you've done today. It could even be something you ate today and this tastes great. That's fantastic, but they want to see that you are you. You're a person. You eat things. You experience some kind of trial and tribulation. And as far as negativity, if you are going through something, it's okay to post it, because that means you're human and you're going through something. But if your life looks absolutely perfect and everything else, it's unbelievable. I posted that I was homeless. I showed pictures of my hotel. And, I mean, because I was actually homeless, and that was the worst feeling I've ever gone through my whole entire, well, one of the worst. There's a few others, and eventually I'll tell my whole story. But, yeah, and I actually shared with it because I'm human. I'm going through a lot of stuff. You're going through a lot of stuff. Everybody goes through something because we're humans. So if you're not conveying that you're a human on your post or your pages, or even in your everyday life when you're actually talking to someone and you just sound like a robot, trust and believe you are not going anywhere at all. You treat people as people, and that's it. They are not money. They are not objects. They are people. They have feelings. They have lives. Like I always say, when you hang up this phone, you have a life that you go to. You have a wife, kids, whatever you have. You're going to them. You're going to go eat. You're going to go sleep just like me. You have a life. You're a human. So keep that in mind. So when you're talking to these people, they're people. Unless there's those people who you really don't want to talk to, then that's fine. Like I ran into one now. So yeah, that's just a little bit touch on attraction marketing. I actually did a video, so I will be posting that in the training group on the website so you guys can look at it. It's not very long. It goes over exactly how to set up your Facebook page. It goes over exactly how to set up everything and get everything going. So one of the other things I wanted to talk to you guys about actually is our system, which for some reason this little thing keeps coming up. So our system that we use as a team is Prosperity Central, and I absolutely love this. I've been using this for about 3 years, and one of the things I love about it, yeah, it's a monthly fee, but it pretty much eventually actually right away pays for itself because of all the things you have. Just today I've had all these people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, like 20 people look at the page, and I don't have to do anything. So while you're doing everything online, you need an online system to manage all of these contacts. And that's exactly what they do. I have a walkthrough video that shows you exactly how to set everything up, how to get everything going. But one of the fantastic things is that everything that I use, you guys have access to. So if you guys actually seen my lead capture pages that I have for Postcard Networker, where I actually built the actual videos, that took me a little while, but yeah, I actually built the videos for, like this one right here. I actually have option for it to share, so you guys can go through, if you have the system, actually use the same exact capture page that gets people signed up, get people going, and I show you exactly how to attach your link to it so they can directly go there. But you also get a free website, which is probably one of the best things that I like, is that you get a free website. You can buy leads, you can create flyers, you have a free toll-free voicemail, you have up to a unlimited amount of extensions for your voicemail. You have 2 main voicemails, and you have unlimited amount of extensions that you can use for your voicemail. So when people call, you can actually have a sizzle call, which I'm making for Postcard Networker. So when people call that information and they leave their information, you can either call them back, or they can go to the website on the voicemail call and actually find it. You have all the email swipes for email campaigns that I made for Postcard Networker. They've actually been having a 98% open rate. I have all the emails and scripts. You have email broadcaster, audio creator, video creator, trackable call, phone burner, smart sense. You also have text messaging, which is probably one of the best things, because you can actually say, like if you've seen any of my flyers where it says you can actually make, which I will be doing actually, is making flag flyers where people can pull off a little tag and they can text postcard to the short link, or whatever you have for yours, because postcard is taken, so you have whatever you want to put when you get this system, and then boom, you're good, because you'll have people who are text, and you can send the messages to your subscribers, and you're good to go. And you have 200 text messages a month, and if you want to buy more, it's only like $5 or $10. It's not a lot. You also have training, which I've shown you that they actually have like offline training, online training. They do a lot of just everything. You can set and manage your goals. It's a very versatile system. You can see exactly like what is this, what is that, like how many people actually looked at your site, and how many people like actually, you know, done this, and it's a very versatile system. Like I said, I love it. It's probably one of the best, if not the best, systems that I've had in a very, very long time. And it just makes it very simple to use. So, you know, that's why I actually use it, because when you actually sign up, because it's free to join, there is a free account. If you guys don't have the money, then there's a $25 and there's a $49. $49 gives you access to everything that I mentioned. $25, I think you're just a little bit limited, and that's free. It's just kind of basic. You have a couple of capture pages, but you get access to mine, and you don't get a chance to manage your contacts, but you can still set everything up so it goes in the right place, doing the right thing. But you have access to everything that I share, so boom, you're ready to go. And they also have an affiliate program, which I'm going to disclose because they have an affiliate program. So if people actually join under, it's a 2-tier, so if people join under you, you get paid and you're good to go. So eventually this will be free, and boom, you're making money from your system. You also get your own email. They have an email system that they have. So that's just a little bit about our system. That's something that you'll need, because it takes a person 10 to 20 times to actually make a decision if they want to even join your business. And yes, Joel and why can't I remember that girl's name? That's a shame, because I talk to Joel all the time. I've talked to his wife once. But yeah, they have automated messages that they send on your behalf, which is fantastic, but there's nothing like that personal touch with your personal information sent over to these people, and they get a chance to see, like, okay, it's not just like I was telling you earlier, oh, it's not just a company I joined, it's a person. So if you already have a system, make sure you get some email swipes for Postcard Networker and have people go directly to your capture page, then to the Postcard Networker. And I know that sounds redundant, but then that way you're capturing these leads. These are your leads because you're doing the hard work, and make sure that you're actually having a chance to create that remove that barrier of them being like just random people, but now, okay, this is a person, they have lives and everything else, and you're more relatable. So again, we use Prosperity Central. I have the link is in the actual website, but if you want the link, I can post it. And I love it because, again, it's just fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. So, but yeah, so that's our system. So now we're actually going to go over our we're going to go over the actual mindset training. But before we do, I'm going to open the line. If you guys have any questions, please, by all means, ask them. Ask them. Now, I'm sorry, the lines are unmuted. If you guys have any questions.
None from me so far.
Okay, fantastic. Anybody else? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over the mindset training. And our mindset training for this week is know when you're enough. We learned when to ignore. We learned all these other fantastic things, but there's something that everybody goes through, and that's learning and knowing when you're enough. Because, again, we do mindset training because nothing changes until our mindset changes. Health is a creative act. So if you don't enhance your mind, if you don't get your mind strong enough to endure all of the things that you're going through, you're going to eventually have these issues and still go through everything that, you know, you're going to be going through. So without further ado, I definitely want to get into this mindset training because you guys need to know that you are enough. A lot of people ask, well, am I doing this right? Am I doing that right? Man, Billy has this going on. Why don't I have this? We're in a world where we live with what? People. And what's the one thing everybody always does? They always compare themselves to other people. Why? I have never figured out why they compare themselves to other people, because it's apples and oranges. I can't compare myself to Erwin. Erwin can't compare himself to me. I can't compare myself to Brenda. Brenda can't compare herself to me. Only thing that I can do is say, hey, you know what? She's doing this differently. Okay, well, let me see if I can learn how to do it. But actually comparing yourself and saying, man, they're doing it, why can't I do it? Or, man, I'm not going to be able to do this, and, you know, and things like that, and having all these issues and thinking that, you know, you're supposed to be some kind of perfect what is that called? Cyborg is absolutely bananas, because you're not a robot, you're a person. Yes, the things that we have in common is that if you get cut, I get cut, anybody in this planet gets cut, we all bleed red blood. Yes, we all have a brain, we all have eyes and ears, and even if they don't work, they're still there. We all have thoughts, and we all have dreams, we all have ambitions, we all have goals. But knowing that you are enough is the words are just simply enough, but the meaning is just regularly lost. Like, people just try to figure out if I'm enough. I mean, because, well, it's not really lost. It's like dismissed and neglected. And to think that, you know, you're familiar with those words. Like, people are always saying, like, I may not be enough. I may not have this enough. I may not be good enough to achieve this. I may not be good enough to achieve that. I want you to know that you are absolutely and utterly enough. You're enough. Everything that you do is enough. At the end of the day, did you really, truly apply yourself to something? Think about it. Did you try and apply yourself to something? Did you wake up this morning? Are you here on this call? Do you have breath in your lungs and a roof over your head and food in your stomach? Then you're enough. You're enough. Everything that you go through helps you prepare for what is coming now. You are absolutely and utterly enough. Everything that you've gone through, everything, all the trials and tribulations. I was homeless so many times. Like, I lost count in my adulthood and in my childhood. Yeah, I've gone through it, but I'm still enough. I know that I have endured all of these trials and tribulations and everything that I've gone through because they are preparing me for all the things that I'm going to receive. See, when you go outside and you look at those buildings or those cars that are driving around, the house that you're in, the TV you turned on, the phone that you're using, it was an idea from somebody else. That person knew they were enough to create that idea or that dream or the device you're using. They were obviously enough because you're using it. They're no different from you, absolutely no different whatsoever. They are still a human. They still bleed. They still breathe air. They still need water and everything else that you need. The only difference is they actually went after what they really truly believed in and their goals. So you are absolutely enough. Everything that you do is enough. Everything that you do is enough. I'm going to say it again. Everything you do is enough because you are enough. You are a human being. You won the lottery. You could have been a bug. You could have been a blade of grass. You could have been a tree, a leaf. But you're a human being who's capable of thoughts, feelings, dreams, and goals. You are absolutely enough. So don't wish you were smarter. Go out there and get the knowledge to get yourself smarter. Don't wish that you were doing this differently. Go and figure out how to do it differently. Don't wish it, do it. Because you're enough. Everything that you do is enough. Every single goal, dream, aspiration, idea that you have is absolutely enough. Because you are enough. You're a human being who has ideas and who deserves to live the things that you live because you're absolutely enough. So yes, you are enough, and that's something that I would love for you guys to do. That is actually one of my affirmations, and I went over that on my first call, saying that I am enough is one of them. I am a money magnet. Money flows effortlessly through me and with me. I provide for my family. I am enough. I am enough. That's what I keep saying. Because a lot of times people think that they're not enough. And you constantly shift and think that's so that you never achieve it because you just sit there and you put yourself in this tunnel vision. Who thought of these things? You. And why did you think of these things? Because of everything that's going on around you. If you constantly keep thinking that you're not enough, and you constantly keep thinking that you're not doing this right, and all of this is wrong, and oh, I didn't do this right, and I'm just not enough, and man, Jessica got this going on, and Beth got that going on, and Susan across the street has this. Look, I have short hair. I ain't got no hair. If I compare the fact that I can't put my hair in a ponytail with the lady who had all that darn hair that was on Facebook, obviously I'm going to think I'm not enough because I can't put my hair in a ponytail, and for good reason, because I cut all my damn hair off. I got tired of hair. But the point is, you can't compare a fish with a monkey because a monkey can climb a tree and can't sit there and swim in an aquarium all day, and the fish can't climb a tree, but he can sit there and swim in an aquarium all day. You're absolutely enough. So you block all of those things that you think that you're not enough doing and actually go do them. Because you constantly, like I said, you constantly shifted your vision and you molded yourself into the idea that you're just not enough. And, it'll always be an inside job. And you'll always want to try, you always want to try to sabotage yourself when you see something that's bigger than you. If it's not making you cry and it's not making you doubt, it's not big enough. You need something big. And that's something that's big. Knowing that you're enough. Knowing that you have the aspirations and the goals and the dreams of others. You are absolutely enough. Everything that you do is enough. And you keep saying, I am enough. I am enough, until people start looking at you like you're crazy. But that's something that's extremely powerful. Knowing that you're enough. Man, enough. Your glass is full. Your tummy is tight. Your mind is full. anything that you put in your mind will be manifested into the real life. So if you say you're not good enough, guess what's going to happen? You ain't good enough. But if you start saying that I am enough, I am capable, I am me, I am alive, there is no other you out there. You can look all you want. There is absolutely no other you. That's it, just one you. You are absolutely enough. And if you aren't religious, that's okay. Whatever you believe. Sorry, I'm by a highway. Horrible. But God broke the mold when he made you. And there's absolutely no other you out there. No other you. You are so special and so beautifully made and so articulately done and so much enough that there is no other you out there, regardless if you have twin or if you have another quadruplets or whatever. They are still all different. They may look the same, but they are completely different. I had some twin cousins. They were completely different. They look the same, but one's in jail and one's not. So does not matter. You're enough. You're absolutely enough. So I definitely want to make sure that you know that there is no perfection. Anyone who believes that there is or insists that you should attain the status is not worth your time. You're enough. There is no goal that you could ever achieve that will convince you that you are enough. There's no goal. Like, you are enough. If you don't already believe it before you get there, you still won't once you do. It's true. It's very true. You are an incredible person. I mean, I honestly don't know you personally, but I know you enough because you're a human and because you're here on this call and because you are listening to this right now and because you just went over and defeated a bunch of everything because you're a human. Everybody goes through everything. You're enough. I can tell you without a doubt that there is something in you that sets you apart from everyone else because you're you. You need to find that thing and you just embrace it, nurture it, and just embrace it. Just grab it and say, this is mine. I'm me. I know that other people's opinions, external comparisons, and your own negative self-talk may have brought you to a place where you question yourself. Some days are worse than others, but realize on every day you are enough. As long as you are enough, no one can tell you that you're not. And it's so true. Anybody can come up and tell you you're garbage, you're pathetic, you're this and you're that. But as long as you know that you're enough, you are enough. You are absolutely enough. I have spent a lot of time trying to be what I thought others in the world wanted me to be, and guess what? I was not happy. Like, not even a little bit. I wasn't happy. And it's probably one of the most tiring existence of just trying to live in somebody else's shadow, somebody else's idea of who you are. And guess what I just said? Somebody else's idea, not yours. They're not your ideas. Somebody else came with that mess. It's not yours. And I'm not sure where I got my concept of, really what, wanted me to be, because I actually realized what, just like I just kept thinking I was supposed to be something different. I was supposed to be shorter. I was supposed to be thinner. I was supposed to have long hair. I was supposed to have this. And it had nothing to do with what my brain told me. My brain told me that I was enough, that I am this and I am that. You are enough. You are absolutely enough. So, speak it from the heart and take time to nurture the things that make you unique. The more respected you find the world to be is because you are enough. Being yourself requires far less work because of that. You're able to invest more time in developing who you are. Find a voice, change the world. Be enough because you are enough. Start being who you truly are because you're enough. And you notice I keep saying it because it's true. You are enough. If you need a stranger to tell you that you're enough, you're enough. You need to start believing it, though. I can tell you every single day, but if you don't actively think that you're enough, you're not enough. You have to be enough. In order to get ahead in business, and you're wondering, why am I bringing this up on a team call? Because, like I said, your mind is one of the most powerful things in the universe because it controls everything. It doesn't just control how you talk. It doesn't just control how you breathe and eat and tell you when your back hurts or whatever's going on. It tells you your mood. It helps shape your outcome. It helps shape your dreams. So if you don't believe you're a certain way, then you're not going to be a certain way. That's just the way it is. So you need to make sure the world wants you to be exactly who you are, because nothing will happen if you aren't. You are enough, and your enough is what changes the world. So I just want to make sure you understand that. You're absolutely enough. Absolutely enough. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, it's going to be a short call. I'm ending the call, but I just want you to know that everything that you've gone through, everything that you've been through, everything that you've continuously gone through, you're enough. You're enough, and you'll always be enough, because nothing changes until your mindset changes. So if you don't believe you're enough now, you won't believe it later, but you better start, because your brain is listening to you. Your universe is listening to you. You're not here to live in somebody else's shadow. You're here to live in your world, because in the end of the day, it's you. So I'm going to open the call. If you guys would like to add anything, as I always do, be sure to unmute your call, and anything you want to add, definitely. I'm all ears. Would love to hear it. And the lines are unmuted.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Hey, Rosalind, this is Deborah from Dallas.
Hi, Deborah. How you doing, babe?
I'm doing great.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
I just want to thank you for, I go over the, the films and videos that you put out for, I think I did one. I shared one of them on one of my group pages, and I got 2 new people with that being done.
Oh, great.
But I'm not really advertising person, so I just appreciate everything that you do for, helping us and to do different things. But if I knew how to do computer and all of that stuff, it's going to take me a while, because I just get frustrated.
Well, don't get frustrated. And, I want you to know that you don't have to be a guru. You don't have to be, you don't have to do exactly what I do. You do is start your business as doing something that you're comfortable doing, and then you branch off if you're ready to do something different. But what I like about this is that you really don't have to, do computers. You don't even have to be online. You can do everything offline. So that's why I created that list for offline as well. But I'm happy that it's helping. That's why I do what I do, because I know that there's people out there like you who just kind of like, I'm not sure where to go, but that's why I make sure when I do something, I try it, and if it don't work, I don't share it with you. So, yeah, I'm happy that it's helping. I'm really happy. Did anybody else want to add anything? Okay. Well, we will be ending this call. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. And again, I want you guys to remember that you are absolutely enough. And everything that you do is enough. And as long as at the end of the day, you say, look, I have a brain in my head, I have my eyes, I have my ears, I have a roof over my head, I did everything humanly possible to prevent whatever just happened, that's fine. You put it in God's hands. You pray it over it. You are absolutely enough, because you are you, and that's the only thing you can be is you. You can't be anybody else, just you. So with that being said, I'm ending this call. Thank you again for joining. You guys have a fantastic night.
You too.